And we are live. I have the one, the only Mr. Christopher Voss in the house. Chris, welcome to the show, man.
Oh, great to be here, Ken. Great
It's
to be
it's
here.
it's not really a show. It's just you and I going live to chat with folks. I mean, you've been on my show, Breakthrough Walls, and that was fun. So, we're here to talk about something you have going on called the
RO
ROR Symposium. And that's coming up. It's next week.
next week, Tuesday. Starts Tuesday the 9th, November 9th.
Wow. Crazy, man. So, November 9th, Tuesday, November 9th. And I see we have some people watching. Say hi, drop a hi, hello in the comments. Say hi to me and Chris. And so Chris has, so one night, my buddy, as most of you know, Glenn Moorshowers, my dearest friend in the world. And Glenn and I were doing a clubhouse room this one night, and I don't know, we had a ton of people come in and out that night.
Yeah.
And there is Scott Ricard is in the house. So we had a bunch of people come in and out, and then Chris, somehow you ended up on stage that night, and you were almost whispering as you were talking, and we were like, dude, why are you whispering? And you're like, well, I'm in the closet. And we're like, well, come out of the closet. But I'm bump. And you're like, no, I'm literally sitting in the closet talking to you guys so I don't wake my wife up who's on the other side of the door. And we're like, oh, okay, that kind of in the closet. And so you were, dude, you poured your heart out that night talking about um how we had I'm getting a message. This is not going through to LinkedIn. What's that all about? But that we had impacted you in a positive way, and so yeah, talk a little bit about that, man. You were in a funky place, but you seem to have really turned it around. You got some really cool stuff happening now.
That night, you got certain times in your life where you have experiences that were just, something that changed you forever. And, I can't remember how I got into that clubhouse room. It was when Clubhouse was new and everyone was
Yeah.
trying it and everyone was
Yep.
pouring in. It was super popular. And honestly, I do not know how I got into, I can't remember why I got in the room. Someone in that room I had a relationship with and pinged me and said, come on in. And I came in, and Glenn Morshower was talking.
Yeah.
And he talked, one of the things that really hit me was he said, do things in your life, do them for the outcome that you want. He said, make decisions based on the outcome that you desire or want. And at that point in time, that was COVID was full blown, and I had, I've got 9 kids, and so everyone's in virtual school at home, and there's just a lot going on in my life. I mean, not being a complainer or a whiner, just there was a lot of stuff that was weighing on me and was heavy, and things that you shared and things that Glenn shared. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in the closet, and it was, no, I'm sorry. Ah, gal, no. I was I was I got on my knees to pray like I do before I go to bed. And sorry to get emotional, I just remember the experience now. I prayed to God that I needed help. I needed help. I needed someone to help me pull me out from where I was. My wife was in bed sleeping, and I was praying on my knees. And then when I got up, this is what is amazing about it. I got up and I went in. I got up and I turned on Clubhouse and I went into the closet and got pinged into that room. And right when I got pinged into that room, Glenn was talking. And what he was sharing was an answer to the prayer that I just submitted on my knees to God, saying, I humbly ask you for your help right now. I'm struggling and I need your help. I need you to lift me up. But now I remember it was what really makes that whole evening a miracle was I prayed for help and I went in and I turned it on and Glenn was talking and you were talking. I think Justin was in there and I raised my hand and just wanted to give thanks for everything that was shared. And
You poured you poured your heart out. It
I did.
was amazing. And I'm pretty sure there wasn't a dry eye in the room. And you know, we don't have to go into the details of everything, but you had a lot going on and you needed a swift kick in the butt.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
A little pat on the rear end, more of a
But you know, man, you've developed these amazing relationships. Um, well, Justin's calling me Barbara Walters,
oh,
but
totally.
you've developed these amazing relationships and friendships with people like Russell Brunson and you know, some amazing humans on this planet. Me being one of the lucky ones. And I'm not referring to myself as an amazing. That sounded really self-centered.
I knew what you meant. I was talking.
Yeah, no, I'm blessed to call you a friend, and you've developed a system, for a lack of better words, a program, a way for you know, tell somebody. I heard maybe it was you and Robbie Summers. He said something about you had something delivered to Tony Robbins right in the middle of one of his. Talk about that. What was that? What was that about, dude?
Well, so Personal Power 2, Tony's actually
Yeah.
my CDs, which it's funny, I can look to the left and I can see. You know what? I'm getting them. You got to say they're that.
Get him.
Here.
We'll be right back. Christopher has left to grab something to run a commercial for Tony Robbins.
So there they
Oh, look
are.
at that. Hold on. Let me give you full screen. Here.
There we
Look
go.
at that, dude. Are you serious?
Right there. I mean,
And you haven't even taken the plastic wrap off of them.
no, that I've got. But it's funny. They were that close. I mean, they sit on a shelf down there, and the reason they're still out and I have them visible to me is because these things. I mean,
yeah, dude.
How much of an impact? I mean, who has not? I don't know if you're in the self-help market for getting self-help with someone. If you have not gone through Personal Power 2, you probably are young, maybe 12 or a kid.
I haven't.
You haven't? Okay. All right. Well,
no. I've gone through Personal Power 1. I have the book. I have Awaken the Giant Within. I've gone through all that, but I've never gone through that course right there.
He's a little bit younger or a little bit older now, but the reason, so just those had such an impact on me and other things that Tony. I mean, I've heard Tony speak at Funnel Hacking Live several times. I mean, Russell Brunson and him are they're best buddies, and he's spoken there. And so Tony was doing his training from home because his multi-million-dollar studio was currently under construction, and he was in his basement. I knew he was in his basement because he said, I'm in the basement of my home in Florida. And behind him was that really big picture that Russell and Tim Ballard shared with him of the guy carrying the child for OUR, Operation Underground Railroad. And anyway, behind him, he had all these candy dishes. There must have been 30 candy dishes. And just the way I think, it's just my ROR brain. I'm thinking, I'm getting a lot out of this. Tony's been a huge impact in my life. I mean, he changed and altered my life when I listened to that and all the other things he shared. I'm like, you know what? I want to say thank you to him. I want to say thank you. And I'm sure everybody wants Tony's attention and whatnot, but I said, I'm just going to tell him thank you. And so I'm like, how can I do it? And how can I get it there fast? How can I do it right away?
Eric Cornelius, he thinks he's funny.
So to keep the story short, I found out where Tony lived. and it's this palatial mansion on the water in Florida. And I sent him it's a Parkeria aquatica, better known as a money tree, and they sell them in stores and they label them as money tree. It's a beautiful plant, and they're very hard to kill. Like you have to pour gasoline on this thing in order to kill it.
Wow.
So they're good house plants. So I had this beautiful plant, and I made up a note with a picture of my family and me, and just a note of gratitude saying, Tony, I'm going through your 5-day challenge right now as you prepare for UPW. I got my personal power too, Waking Giant Within. You've just been such a positive impact in my life. And I just wrote that note of gratitude on a picture of me and my family. And I sent it to the florist. The florist folded it up, stuck it in the little card, stuck it in the plant, and then he drove to deliver it. And I knew this would be a hard delivery because, this guy's a celebrity. I mean, he's got layers.
I mean, dude, we're talking about Tony Robbins.
Yes.
Like,
I mean, is there any? You're friends with some people that are that big or maybe a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, he got up there, and on the thing it says deliveries by appointment only, which we knew that would probably be a barrier. But so I Venmo'd the delivery guy cash, like an extra tip, because I knew that this guy's going to have to really hump for me on this one. So he rang the thing anyway. And a female voice came over and said, what can I help you? And he said, I have a delivery for Tony Robbins. What is it? And he said, I have a plan. I'm from Joe's whatever florist. A couple seconds later.
Doug.
Right.
Yeah.
Doug, you're a bigger fry. Doug, you're a crinkle cut fry.
That's right.
So all of a sudden, the gate opens. And the guy's like, and then someone walked down that clearly was a security guy. Looked like he was packing some heat.
Yeah.
As Tony's had issues with
sure
and whatnot. So
it's Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
I mean,
guy walks down the driveway and says, come with me. And they take him up the driveway. And I think there was an appliance that was delivered. And so a woman came out the front door of this $60 million mansion and said, why don't you set it down over there? Because with COVID, everyone's keeping distance. So he set it on top of this appliance box. It was a refrigerator. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
And then stepped back, and she came over and got it and, went into the house. And so he got back to the car and he goes, mission accomplished. It's delivered. His daughter came out and got it. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, just a second. Let me send you a picture of his daughter. So I took couple screenshots of stage, and I texted them to my delivery guy, and he goes, yeah, that's his daughter. And I text him back and go, that's not his daughter, that's his wife.
Yeah, right.
So what's cool is I know at the time that Tony was at lunch. So I knew that he went off at this time from his broadcast so everyone could have a lunch break. And I know he was coming back on at 1:00. So I'm like, I need to get this there in that hour.
Wow.
Break. And so I know that he probably came upstairs, and sitting on the island in his kitchen had to have been this. I mean, they wouldn't have thrown it in the trash. It was a beautiful plant. And I actually have a picture of it sitting on top of the refrigeration box.
Well, it's like a CIA operation to deliver a plant. That's crazy, dude. Wow.
Seriously. But I know he came up, and I know it had to have been sitting there with that little plastic thing that goes in a plant, and then I'm sure he pulled the envelope out and read, here's a kid that you impacted, and it's a picture of me with my 9 kids, so I'm sure it had to have made him feel good that he had an impact on my life, and the legacy is that picture of me and my family. So it just felt good to be able to say thank you to Tony for everything he's done for me. Now, we're not collaborating on anything, we're not doing any projects together, but I have a goal someday of teaching ROR at UPW. I mean, I think everyone needs to learn about return on relationship, and my goal is to be able to someday teach that to his group. So, but I've planted a seed.
Well, I suggest you do what our buddy Glenn Morshower says and change that from a goal to something that's already happening. Because a goal is, I think that make it happen, dude. Make it happen for real.
Absolutely.
So you have I mean, first off, how in the world do you get Tony Robbins' address, his home address? But because there's people that like you might want to send something to. It's like, how do you get their address? My dear friend Mark Victor Hansen, I spoke to him this morning. We talk all the time. He says, he calls me one day and he says, "Hey, you know this Christopher Vos guy?" And I go, "Yes, I do. Why?" He goes, "Well, he just sent my wife and I a really amazingly beautiful flower thing." And I go, "Okay." And he goes, "Should I be concerned? How did he get my address?" I go, "I have no idea how he got it. I didn't give it to him." And I go, "I have no idea." But no, he's a great guy, man. I think that, and then you sent them something just absolutely spectacular. They were blown away by it. Actually, him and his wife Crystal both texted me pictures of it. And I don't think they realized that the other one was texting me. So that's how impactful it was to them. They both sent me pictures talking about how great of a guy you are and all of that. So you've made some unbelievable connections and impacts, and now you teach it. You're teaching the return on relationships is what ROR stands for. You're teaching that, and you're really helping people have a better understanding of how to form relationships, and not just a wham bam thank you kind of thing, but a long term, sincere and heartfelt relationship. And because and it's something the world needs, man. I'm telling you, I preach about it. I mean, I've gotten to where I am by building strong relationships and not having an expectation of anything in return, like you. Like it's amazing. So talk a little bit about the ROR Symposium that starts next week. It's on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, right?
Correct.
And I'm honored and grateful that you've invited me to be one of the speakers. I don't know why you did that, but I'm grateful for it. And I know Russell Brunson is speaking there. I know there's so many amazing speakers that you have. Mark Victor Hansen is speaking as well. I talked to him about that actually this morning. So, like, talk about this. Why are you doing this? Is your very first symposium to teach this and learn from a lot of other people. Why did you decide to do this?
You know, I am so passionate about, I mean, relationships. It goes way back to when I was a kid. I mean, I learned a tremendous amount from my mom about building relationships and connecting, and just seeing since as a child the impact that it has, and the doors that open, the doors,
Yeah.
I mean, literally doors of opportunity will swing open if you really focus on leading with value, leading with service, finding out what can I do for the other person and not expecting anything in return. I mean, right now, relationship building is very transactional, and that's the way it's been. And I think people are extremely burnt out on that. It's there's that quote that says, "God was a past president of the United States." That people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And man, if you apply that principle in your life, you're going to have people lean into you. You're going to have people reach out to you. I mean, it's a great day in the world when you open up your phone in the morning and there's a big top key influencer that has a really big influence, or multi-million-dollar company send you a message and say, "Hey, I had this idea for you. I wanted to run it by you. Hey, give me a call. Here's my number." I mean, you mentioned Mark Victor Hansen. It's cool when you pick up your phone and you say, "Hello, this is Christopher." "Hey, Christopher, this is Mark Victor Hansen." And I'm like, "Honey, Mark Victor Hansen." I'm like, "Hey, Mark."
Yeah.
And to have him say, "Thank you so much for what you sent to me." And so
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of studying of Bob Proctor recently, talking about paradigms. And ROR Symposium is just, it's not an event. ROR is a movement. It's a movement to change the way people think about building relationships. If we can change people's paradigm on what they think about relationships, you change the paradigm, change the actions.
Yep.
You change the actions, you change your life. I mean, I learned so much from you, Ken, about applying those type of, mechanical type procedures in your life. And so people are going to come, they're going to learn from myself. I'm not going to hold anything back. I mean, how I got 34 people, including Ken Walls and all these other wonderful people on stage in that 3-day event is all through ROR. Every single one of those people are speaking. They're not charging me for it. They're doing it for free. And it's because they believe in me. They believe in my mission. And they believe that relationship building is something that needs to be focused on right now. And a lot of people are doing it the wrong way. And there's so much there's just so much collaboration. There's just so much power in bringing. It's just nice to go through this life and have someone that you can draw in, that you can work on something together and you can impact and change the world. So much can be done by that. So 3 days of awesomeness, 34 people. Each one of them are going to bring a different perspective too. Yep. Not every one of them build relationships the same way, but I can guarantee you someone that's running a $300 million company and said in an interview to me, I built that all in relationships. That's someone to me I might want to listen to.
Eric Cornelius has issues. Don't send me that kind of plant. So
the comments are great. I love the comments.
But Doug Wing is another example. Doug's one of my best friends in the whole world, who needs to definitely be speaking at your next symposium. But Doug is one of those people who's built. His father taught this. He learned. It's part of his nature, and that is building long-term relationships. His dad, he said, Hal Wing, his father, built people. And that's what it's all about. There's somebody that's a relationship builder. Tammy's freaking awesome.
Oh, Tammy. Hello, Tammy.
She's amazing. So you're doing this, and I'm going to share. Let me share my screen really quick. So you're doing this symposium. Here it is. Where you have. Hold on, let me get this. So there's a video. What's Russell say here? I don't even know.
That I'm awesome.
Oh, that's great, man. That's great.
He does say in there that I'm the best gift giver in the funnel hacker community. So that was kind of cool.
That's so awesome, dude. So you can go to roruniversity.com and check out what Russell has to say. The tickets are only $90. I thought they were $297.
Yeah, I know. So I was going to say, Ken's going to hit me over the head. So last time we talked about this, you were like $297. That's it. So I wanted to make it affordable for everyone to be able to come. And so you get to learn from me and those 34 people for $97.
$97. Oh my gosh. All right. And there I am. I see me.
Yep, there you are.
There's Chaz Wilson, Luke and Troy Aberley, like, dude, and there are some rock stars in here, man. Holy crap. For $97?
Yeah, $97.
Wow. I don't that's crazy. So go over here, click on this, get your ticket. It's $97 to come and learn from all these amazing rock stars. Look, here's Eva. She is so sweet. I love this woman and her husband, who's supposed to be booked for my show, but he hasn't booked yet, Eva. Uh-oh. So tell him, let's get on that. But so refreshing to hear people giving of themselves without expectation. That's, Chris and I talked about this, and that's how I've developed my relationship and friendship with so many people, man. Like Grant Cardone and Mark Victor Hansen and Crystal Hansen and Jeffrey Gittimer and so many amazing people that, Eva, she says, I'll get him on that right away. Do you know Bob Donnell? Do you know Bob?
Bob? No, I don't.
Oh my gosh, dude. You need to know Bob Donnell. Bob Donnell is he's who connected me with Mark Victor Hansen, in fact.
Really?
He knows everybody. Like, I know a lot of people. He knows everybody else too.
Well,
On
Bob,
top
I'm
of
going
the
to be
people.
looking for your home address right after you get off this.
Bob, you good luck finding that. You won't. You will not find Bob's address. Guarantee it. No
Challenge
way.
accepted.
You will not find Bob's address. I'm telling you, you won't. It won't happen. But
If it,
anyway,
if it's in a third-party trust and a fictitious name, we'll find it.
yeah, okay.
We found him there.
Oh my God, that's just creepy if you do. So, but is this all the stuff that you teach in the ROR University?
Yeah. So within the universe, so what's called the ROR method, and the method is, giving something's mechanical that they can.
He is. He is literally mobile. He has no address.
Well,
He says, you guys are cracking me up. It's almost like he's a secret agent. Like, I think he has some sort of like high level secret clearance. Anyway, yeah, but so you teach this stuff in what you do.
yeah, because there's some people this is just not part of their DNA. They're just not
Right.
good at building relationships. I mean, it's just not, I'm just not good at it. And it's like, well, that's okay. We can teach you. Oh man, we can teach this. I mean, you can be taught, and the RO method teaches you how to do this. And the thing is, when you talk about addresses, the key thing is you need to know so much more about the person you're trying to connect with before you even know. I mean, sometimes you don't want to send something to their home because it's going to completely freak them out. You want to send it to their business.
Yeah.
But you need to know that. You need to know that by following the person and be like, okay, if I do that, it's really going to, I mean, that's what turns people off sometimes is, hey, that was really thoughtful, but I'm kind of a private person. So I didn't really like the fact that you sent this awesome whatever to my house because I'm kind of private. So you have to know, we call it layering. Maybe there's 4 or 5 different touches you got to do with a person before that. But here's the thing with COVID, when COVID hit, it was the perfect storm because everybody was home. You had to send it to their house.
Yeah.
So that was the perfect time and excuse to reach out because, hey, I wanted to send this to your house because I know people aren't going into the office. So that was kind of a perfect storm. So yes, we teach this. We're not holding anything back. I'm going to teach everybody all that I know, and along with everyone else is going to teach their secrets too as well.
Do you see what Justin says? Please tell me you have a done for you package that you offer.
Oh yes. So yes, we
do.
We do. So if we have clients that come to us and say, I want to get in front of these 12 people. So they give us the list of the 12 people, and it's the equivalent of hiring a wedding planner. You hire a wedding planner so you impress your bride, your sweetheart, with the best possible wedding ever. She doesn't sit there during the wedding and go, this sucks. You hired somebody to put this together. This is a horrible wedding.
Yeah.
So you can hire us and we can do ROR for you on your behalf. We completely stay in the shadows. Nobody can. It's a blast to follow people on Instagram and have them get so excited and thank our clients. This is so amazing. Thank you so much. You're so thoughtful. And my wife and I just kind of sit there with a smile on our face going, we sent that. Yeah. So we have a done for you service. People that just have more money than they have time and just don't have time to do it. And we'll do it for you.
Well, and you don't have to have more money than time. There's you may not have maybe you don't have the desire to learn all of this. Jerry Eisenhower, who's a great friend of mine. I just wrote a chapter in his latest book, as a matter of fact. He's like, so do you have a plug and play process? Is there a plug and play process that you teach people, or is there so you're saying you have both? You can teach them, or you can just do it for them, and there's 2 different kinds of price structures or whatever, right?
There is, and the one in the middle is done with you, to where we help you do. You learn the process, but we help you do 1 or 2 together.
Got it.
and we're doing it together. So done for you, done with you, or we'll teach you how to do it yourself. And the latter one is a lot easier because it's much faster. You can get there quicker and focus on the things that you want to focus on, like you said, Ken.
Yeah. Wow. And does it always involve a gift, or is there more to it?
So the gifts are really just, the best way to describe that is the gifts are just a reflection. Like when I send a gift to somebody, that gift is just a reflection of the person that I am and the feelings that I have for the individual. So it's not, so basically we're not just gifting, we're not just sending gifts. I mean, sometimes it might be sending them lunch, dinner, or breakfast, or maybe it's just a card or a letter, or maybe it's a video. There's all different things, and it really depends on the person. And
Yeah.
that's why you need to spend your time to get to know the person. And when you get to know the person, you know, they say the golden rule is do unto others as you want, you know, do unto others as you want done unto you. And what
Right.
I really call is the platinum rule. And the platinum rule is do unto others as they want to be done too.
Sure.
So really study the person, learn about the person, and it doesn't have to be expensive. It might be, you know, it might be something really simple that really gets them excited and gets them fired up, or it might be something that you got to really go nuclear and big and come up with this really grand idea. I mean, it just depends on the person. I mean, it really does.
Wow.
But part of our process, though, there is a gift in there somewhere. I mean, you're showing gratitude, saying, "Hey, Ken, I appreciate you, and I remember you mentioning this on your podcast, and I just want to say thank you for the influence you've been in my life." You know,
I mean, dude, because of you, I have a shelf behind me. Let me see if I can. So I have a shelf behind me. Hold on. I'm going to go full screen. And if I go like that, like there's a microphone thingy up there that you helped have made and sent to me, and that dad hat back there, and there's another thing.
right over your shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there's so
Bob
much that,
Proctor.
huh?
Bob Proctor, and you know why?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
you taught me that. I'd never heard that before, and when you taught me that, you had me say it over and over and over again,
yeah.
and you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, Ken taught this to me. He's gonna love this, and I just, it was my way of saying thank you to you. And actually, I've got one right here, just like what you have sitting on my wall right over
Oh,
there.
do you?
Yeah.
That's so awesome, dude.
There you
Yeah,
go.
show everybody that. You sent one of those to me. It's amazing. So like you're look, Tammy says I've been accused of stalking people. I like to call it recon. Like dude, you know, and sometimes it may, like, you know, here I'll give an example of something I did long time ago to get on Grant Cardone's radar.
Mhm.
Um, I just had the idea of having my assistant get on a plane and fly 2 bottles of custom labeled wine to Miami to Grant and his wife. And you know, it cost me some money to do all that, but it got me a phone call directly from Grant Cardone, and that's you know, that's where my friendship started with him. So, you know, you've got to learn how to develop these relationships with people, and and that's what it takes, and that's what you're teaching in the ROR Symposium. Let me bring that back up on screen again. So everybody go to ROR. Would somebody type this in the comments? www.roruniversity.com. Type that in the comments for me so it's
Slash
clickable.
event. Slash event.
Oh, slash.
// event. Yep.
Oh, it just says ROR. Oh, roruniversity.com goes right to that event page.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there must be two redirects on that, but
Huh. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, go over there right now. It's $97. I mean, you know, Eric Cornelius probably spent that on coffee today. He's one of those rich trucker guys. So go to thank you, Joaquim, and thank you, Tammy. We got all kinds of people typing that in. /event, I guess. We need to make sure that's correct.
Yep.
So yeah, man, I think I think you need to go over here and get your ticket right now. Go over, get a $97 ticket. You're going to get to hear from Russell Brunson, who's the co-founder of ClickFunnels. You've got Mark Victor Hansen. You've got me. You've got Chaz Wilson. You have Troy Aberley. You have Luke Aberley, who's 12 years old. He'll be speaking on his 13th birthday. You've got Jim Edwards. You've got so many people in here that are going to give life-changing. It'll be life-changing for people.
That guy right above you, Ken, or just not the lady, but the gentleman with the plaid shirt on.
Yeah.
His name is Cliff Ravenscraft. So he's the podcast answer man. He taught John Lee Dumas how to podcast, Michael Hyatt, Amy Porterfield, Pat Flynn. I mean, those are names. So he taught them how to podcast and is really good friends with those people. And so Cliff Ravenscraft, he's that little one over by you, but just another guy that is just incredible about building relationships. And I mean, if you're the one that was responsible for teaching John Lee Dumas and Amy Porterfield, Michael Hyatt, and Pat Flynn and those guys, and having relationships with Michael Stilsner and Ray Edwards and all those people, that's what's great is all the people that are speaking, they're all connected with people. So you're getting within a network.
Yeah. And John Lee Dumas is a friend of mine. He's been on my show actually, and on Amazon with me. So yeah, you're talking about some heavy freaking hitters, man.
The big question
is,
hitters. Who is it that you don't know?
Who, me?
Yes. I mean,
I've had a couple of people on my show.
I know that you know Jesus, so I can't say that you don't know Jesus.
You got to have a friend in Jesus. That's just all there is to it. Yeah, man, this is an incredible lineup you've got. So everybody watching, go over right now. Justin says that you had him at my name, so there's that. Eva says her husband Johnny, Chocolate Johnny, that's who we're talking about, Chocolate Johnny from Clubhouse. She says that he is friends with Cliff Ravenscraft. My wife says it looks awesome. So, dude, this is incredible. This is going to be a lot of fun. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Go get a ticket. Go over right now to roruniversity.com/event-a. Is that what I'm getting there?
Not sure. Sometimes there's weird things that I know it's definitely /event. If you go to roruniversity.com/event, you'll definitely make it to the page. -a might be having something to do with.
Actually, if you just go to roruniversity.com, it takes you right to that event page.
Beautiful.
I just went incognito and tried it.
Beautiful.
So yeah. Excellent. How are there tickets left? Exactly.
I
mean, it's true.
Left.
Huh?
There are tickets left. Left.
Yeah. Well, he's saying how could there be with the lineup of speakers you have, and Mark Victor Hansen will also have. I think I heard him say he'll also have his wife on, Crystal, she is just as, if not, he would say more powerful than he is. And Crystal is, dude, I'm telling you, Crystal Hansen will blow your mind. She's amazing. So you got to go spend the $97. It's a small investment. It's gonna be a life-altering, life-changing event. Justin's gonna go buy all the tickets up and sell them on StubHub for $9.97. I don't disagree. That would be a bargain right there, dude. So this is incredible. Joaquim says, "What's the early bird price for the VIP? What's he mean? Are there different levels?"
Yeah, so there's a VIP experience, and what's great about that is the ROR method right now if you go to my sales page for the ROR Method, it's a $1,900 course that we're selling, ROR Method. So
Okay.
you can get the course, which is a 6-week program that I'll do with you, and the 3-day event, and some other wonderful. After we're doing it 2 weeks after the symposium, we're doing an after party where everyone can show up, VIPs. We're going to have some of the speakers there, check in, see how everyone's doing. That's 2 weeks after the event. And then 3 weeks after the event, people are going to get to go through the ROR Method as a 6-week process.
Wow.
All of that plus the 3 days is $497. So if you do the VIP, it's $497. You get the course, you get all these extras, and the 3 days. This is a game changer for $497.
Wow.
The replays are $97. A lifetime access to the replays is $97. So
wow.
Yeah, you can't afford not to.
That's insane, man. That's insane. Yeah, he said amazing. That is amazing. Holy crap. Yeah, I mean, look, we're in the last quarter of 2021. 2021 has been an extension of 2020 with just a little bit more insanity. But it's well, I think we're turning the corner on all this craziness, and 2022 is coming up, and what a great way to start out 2022 with the right mindset, learning how to surround yourself with the right people, which is what you're teaching, like how to develop relationships. How many people have you thought, man, I would like to get to know that person? I'd really like to do a I told you a name. I don't want to bring it up, but somebody that I was talking to last night that I've developed a relationship with, and a very, very big name that said, well, I'd like to, I've got some thoughts about some things we could do together. And, I'm like, holy crap, Mark Victor Hansen just invited me to be a business partner with him. And, so you got to learn how to get around the right people. You really do. And this is your opportunity to go from look. Justin says, what is the number one person on your Dream 100 being a friend worth to your business? $97 or 9,997 or more? I can tell you right now that getting around the right people, having the right friends, is worth 10 times that $10,000. I mean, it's worth way more than 10 times that. It's invaluable when you get around the right people and you learn how to develop relationships and friendships and business partnerships and everything else with those people. There's you can't put a price tag on that. You really can't. And for $497, no offense to anybody, but you'd be an idiot to not do that. You're talking about some of the greatest people in the world teaching you how to do this stuff and more for $497. That's crazy. But the $97 just to attend the thing is that's free. You might as well just do it now. Go do it. Go sign up. That's no money at all. Come on. But anyway, Chris, thank you so much, man, for jumping on here. I'm looking forward to speaking at the event, and I'm looking forward to doing a lot of things with you, man. You're a good dude.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Ken. I appreciate you too as well. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to get on here and talk about this. And thank you. I just want to say thank you for reminding me of that evening in that closet, because it just reminded me that God does answer prayers, and no matter what we're going through, He's there for us. And so thank you for reminding me of that. And sorry, I got a little emotional, but
dude,
you hit a spot.
Why are you sorry? You think God gave you emotions on accident? Come on, man. It's all good.
That was awesome. But yeah, thank you. Thank you to everyone for watching, and we look forward to seeing you all there. This is going to be, I promise you, it will be life-changing and altering for you. I guarantee you that.
Justin said, whenever someone says no offense, get ready to be offended. Because I said no offense. But anyway, everybody go over to roruniversity.com and go over and get signed up. Pick your poison, $97, $497. Either way, it's a ridiculously insane value. Go get it right now and change your life for the better. Chris, thanks so much, brother.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you so much.
See you guys. Bye-bye.